Hey, how doing? Holmes here, and welcome to my Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree trailer discussion, speculation maybe video. So yeah, a new trailer just dropped, and I'm gonna play the trailer here. You guys can check it out, and we'll talk about it afterwards.
Pure and radiant, he wields love to shrive clean the hearts of men. There is nothing more terrifying. In that forsaken place, blood must spill. Blood of your fellows. The Erdtree faithful.
They were never saints. They just happened to be on the losing side of a war.
Mother, wouldst thou truly lordship sanction in one so bereft of light?
I presume you, too, are keen to know just what kind Mikkeller is doing here.
Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Vesmer's flame.
Come now, touch the withered arm, and travel to the realm of shadow. I will not be far behind. May we meet again.
Okay, so this first scene that we see here with the cocoon and the arm, this is actually where you go in to the DLC. So you do have to clear a bit of the base game, and this is an optional area, by the way. So yeah, you have to clear this Mogwin Palace area, beat the boss, and then when the DLC drops, you can enter it from here. And according to the article, which I'll link in the description of what Miyazaki said, this is not Lands Between, which is the original map for Elden Ring. This is not like a past version or whatever, or a future version, but this is another dimension. So I don't know, maybe it's like a parallel universe or something, but this is called the Land of Shadow, and I'm assuming it's a parallel universe kind of thing, where some things might be identical because the background looks kind of similar. But that's just me. He doesn't say if it's like a sequel location or a prequel location, because he doesn't want to spoil the story. It's because it's tied in with the story. So we're basically following where Mikula is going. I should mention this DLC will also include new legacy dungeons. So for those of you guys who enjoy doing that on the base game, there's going to be new ones here. As for how many of them are there, I don't know, but it is said the map is going to be a little bit bigger than the Limgrave map that we have on the base game. Here we get some new enemies. There's this leech looking thing, and I don't know who these guys are, but it looks like there's a new dual wielding weapon, unless it's just one that I've never seen before, but that looks pretty sick. And double throwing knives? What? Maybe it's a new dagger weapon art. Get some new spells. Yeah, this looks pretty cool. I think this might be a gauntlet weapon art. I mean, it has to be, right? Okay, let me know what you guys think of this, because I can't tell if this is a player or this is just NPC, like, because sometimes they do kill each other, so I don't know. This might be a new skill. This just might be an NPC. Now here we got, I don't know what this crossbow is, but it reminds me a lot of the Avalon from Dark Souls 1, where you just shoot a lot of arrows. But this one seems even more crazy because it seems like it has way more arrows. And yeah, that was annoying in PvP. Alright, next up, let's take a look at the bosses, or I'm assuming it's bosses. Well, this guy, I'm not really sure if it's a boss or not. It looks like it has the cutscene, or it might just be an enemy out on the field. But to me, it looks like one of those giant soldiers that shoot arrow, and then you just get close and you hit him in the knee. And that's what it looks like to me, this guy. Except it's a little bit more extreme, and I don't know, I think it's a gimmick fight for this guy. Okay, next up, this is what I call Malekith 2.0 until, you know, we actually know its name. It looks like it fights like Malekith, like the clergy beast man, which is, you know, it's kind of on four. I mean, I guess it walks, but this thing, it looks like it's on fours at the first phase, and then there's like that cut, and then all of a sudden there's like lightning everywhere. That's got to be second phase, and I don't think this is going to be an optional boss. I think this is going to be one of the story bosses. But yeah, it looks badass, and I'm already dreading fighting this thing. Okay, this thing, I think it just might be one of those enemies that they make it look like a boss in the trailer, but it's just like one of the higher tier enemies that you'll encounter in the overworld. I think that's what this thing is. It could very well be a boss, so I'm just guessing here. Okay, this dancer, I honestly can't see this as it being a boss. It might just be a regular enemy. His name is Gyobu Masataka Oniwa. That's his name. Those of you guys that play Sekiro, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, my guess is this is like the DLC version of those night bosses that ride on the horse on the overworld. Okay, this hippo thing, I'm guessing this is gonna be a boss. So, overworld boss perhaps. It's got this Elden beast arrow ring of light thing that is summoning, and I'm assuming it's gonna come back down, and you're either gonna need to dodge like crazy and hope you survive, or maybe the run around and circle trick will still work. We'll see. Here we have Radon's long lost brother riding on a horse that's barely alive. It looks like an optional boss. Maybe it's a main boss. I can't see this being a legacy boss because the background, it doesn't look like, you know, those legacy dungeon backgrounds. I mean, it can change. It's probably this might be the new legacy dungeon background for Shadow of the Erdtree. This is just like a boss intro cutscene, right? Okay, on to this badass looking Millennia 2.0 boss. At first when I saw the trailer, I thought this was Mikula, but it isn't. I'm saying there's a question mark because, okay, on the pre-order page on the statue it says this boss's name is Mesmer. So it's either it's a cover-up for Mikula's name, or it's just somebody else. But I think it might be Mikula because they did go into this DLC, or the land of shadow, and they're trying to achieve something, and this might be their goal. The reason why I still think it's Mikula, even though the name, it doesn't say Mikula, it's because when you fight Godfrey in the base game of the Elden Ring, not DLC, of Elden Ring. Its name is Godfrey First Elden Ring, but when he like transforms or whatever, it becomes Horaloo. Anyways, it's got a name change. So Mesmer might be its first name, and then it'll change, or it'll go from Mikola to Mesmer. I don't know, but that's just my speculation. I could completely it can be a totally separate thing. Like, this can just be a different character, and I'm just reading too much into it. But I don't know. That's my speculation. And yeah, that's that's pretty much it. Towards the end, it looks like we get to see a shot of Marika here. This has got to be Marika, right? But yeah. And the DLC is scheduled to release on June 21st of 2024. And I do want to mention that there is going to be another collector's edition for this game. I feel like I'm just a marketing guy now. But yeah, for those of you guys that like doing collector's edition and stuff like that, you can pre-order this off of the Bandai site. Not sure if it's on Amazon, but yeah, there is a collector's edition. So if you're into that, now's a chance. Make sure to get it before it's sold out. Yeah, anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. So yeah, thank you for sitting through this long conversation or long discussion with me. If you guys got speculations or whatever, let me know, and I'll do my best to get back to you. But yeah, anyways, thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope to catch y'all next time. Oops.